Every year in April, Motion Megarovar hotels are full with guests, and reasons for that is one of the biggest scale modeling shows in Europe called Motion Show. It is a small, cozy city with friendly people, and for 25 years this event gained worldwide recognition. Let the numbers speak for themselves. 3025 models from 875 modelers who came from 41 countries and 492 cities. It is not the first time when I came to this event, and number of participants and models grows every year. And I met a lot of friends here from other countries: Scandinavia, Czech Republic, Poland, Germany. In this video I will share some footage about Motion Show in 2023. You will see models, fair, club tables, canteen and snack bars. I will share practical information about booking, parking, putting models on display and other ideas on how to get the best out of this event. At the end, you will have fun with short quiz about the event and see statistics on winners. The journey of 1000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. 1000 miles. This is approximate distance between Riga and Motion. By the way, yes, I live in Riga in Latvia. My name is Nick and I am IPMS Latvia club lead. My main focus is on aviation and motorbikes, but I don't hesitate to try something new. And what I like the most is to design my own custom painting, create something unique. So I decided to go by car. This way I was able to bring more models and have some friends with me. Also, I am limited only by space in the car. This is why I prefer station wagon cars. Big car trunk is essential for long distance trips. And most of the times when we go back from the trip, I can't use rear view mirror because my car trunk is full to the roof with new kids. Was it the same for you? We drove to Motion Show, stopping at some places along the way. As example, in 2023 we visited 4 aviation museums, one in Lithuania, one in Krakow and 2 in Hungary. We saw some amazing planes from different eras and countries. To learn about the history and try Flight Simulator. I took 100 photos and videos, and I plan to make special video report on those later for you. We also visited some model shops in Poland, like Martola and Exito, and bought some kits, tools and paints. It's like a good appetizer before a big dinner. Also, every evening we spent walking in Old Town of cities we visited. This is another benefit of car trip. You get into adventure and get a chance to see many things along the way. Another option would be to take a flight to Vienna, which is located about 70 kilometers far from Motion. And many modelers do it this way. Of course, every case is different and it is up to you how you get to Motion. But if you go by car, consider parking close to the venue. I recommend to arrive early morning to get the parking slot close to the venue. Remember that Motion Show is a huge event and there will be many other participants and visitors. Transportation was not biggest challenge. Finding hotel for reasonable price in Motion, that was real challenge. When I did it first time, the only hotel I found for reasonable price was located on the Austria border, some 20 kilometers far from the venue. That is how I learned why other people are booking hotel in Motion next day after they announce show dates for the next year. As a reminder, in year 2023, venue attracted 875 participants from 41 countries. Not all of them, but still majority will need hotels. Now I will share my perfect event schedule. First of all, I try to get to the show before 17 PM on Friday. By this time, tables are ready to accept models. And it is a good idea to use the chance to unpack and place your models in desired category. You save time for the next day and also you have enough space. Even on Saturday morning, sometimes it is a challenge to find free spot for your model. Try to place your models with respect to others. Bend your registration card to save space, but at the same time please put it into the visible place in front of the model or on the top of model base if you have it. By the way, during model registration you will be asked to add a country and city. This data is about participant living place, not about the model. And on award ceremony you will see your country name on presentation slides. So, after you have placed your models on desired category, you have time to check into the hotel, spend your time with friends in the city and prepare for the next day. On Saturday morning, I recommend to arrive to the venue as early as possible. Doors are open at 8 in the morning, and if you go by car, I strongly recommend to arrive at about 7:30 to get parking slot closer to the venue. It is very handy to have your car nearby, so you can put new kits into the car to free up your hands. Or you may have snacks and tea in the car to make short breaks there. So on a Saturday morning you have two options. If registration line is short, you can pass through registration, get registration cards and put those under each model. Or you can go to fair hall cost to spend 1 or 2 hours. I usually spend those 20-30 minutes to register and add card to my models. Then I'm free like a bird. This time I had a small incident when I put my motorcycle model on display. I accidentally flipped over another model, not mine. I was shocked and horrified, and so was the owner of the model. I recognize him as my old friend called Jiří Tank from Czech Republic. He's very good scale modeler. He was upset and so was I. I apologized profusely and offered to help him fix this model. Luckily there was no hard damage. I brought some tools and we repaired his model. He forgave and thanked me, we hugged, made selfie and wished each other good luck. His model of Honda CBR 1000 Fireblade was stunning, and later I found that he won a gold medal. I was happy for him. After registration is done, my next advice is to go shopping. I recommend to have a wish list with you by this time, so have it ready before Saturday. Of course, there will be some unforeseen buys, but it is always good to have a checklist with you. The main reason why I would go for shopping first is because some items are limited in quantity, like Edward or CMK aftermarket accessories, and you may miss some of those. So, first subject I would concentrate on would be accessories and then the rest. Fair is basically split in two parts. One is the fair hall in a separate premise. It is huge and you can easily spend hours there. And other shops are located on the main premise corridors and on upper level. On upper level you will also find club tables, so it is a good chance to have a small chats with other clubs and build up new relations. I met this nice couple who represent Neko Galaxy. They had great miniatures on display.
Going with me to all the shows.
Yeah, I see that.
So, yeah.
Actually, sometimes I see her alone without you. And then it happened. You noticed something in my hands.
Yeah, this one looks really nice.
Then I will dedicate the build of this model to you. You have a birthday today! Oh, congratulations! The kid almost squeezed away. Luckily, I had some Latvian beer in the car as a small present for his birthday. And here are some pictures of items I got from the trip. Here is that kit from Sayuta and also Ducati motorbike. Also, I got some paints of well-known brand. More paints from other well-known brand. And quite a few aviation models. I hope to build one of those soon. Which one you like the most? These kits are for my friends. And some more stuff for my friends and myself. Let's drop the last look on the second floor tables. As you can see, some club displays has very spectacular models. It is kind of small exhibition by its own. Next thing I would consider is to join some of the workshops or masterclasses of your interest. Get familiar with the schedule before the show, so you put it into your calendar. All these workshops bring some value and you can learn some new methods or paint. On this workshop I found how a stand paints works. For me this was very interesting since I use candy paints and metallics a lot. At the end, we made picture with Javier for our old friend Vic Jimenez. In 2023, Motion Show was celebrating 25th anniversary and I had the honor to join this celebration. There were some speakers, including Andrzej, mayor of the city and others. They were speaking Hungarian, but Lydia was so glad and did translation to English. After speech, we drink some wine with snacks. I met a lot of old friends there and found some new one. For example, David Silva from Chile. His Fender t-shirt grabbed my attention as I also play guitar. It was the first time for David on Motion Show. After celebration he showed me some of his models. He was on the top of the moon to be on the Motion Show. Now it's time for break and have some food. They have some snack bars inside and outside. It is a good chance to have a lunch together with old friends and have small chats about models, girls, and whatever. While standing in line, I was learning how they produce Hungarian sweet buns. And I have to admit, Hungarian girls are also very sweet.
I don't wanna feel this good just 'cause you called last night. I'm not that girl. I don't wanna dress up for you and be a toy. I'm not that girl. No, I'm not that girl. You got me just as long.
I walk around a bit to see what else going on. For example, I found workshop going on for children.
Give that wild shot a try. Let's ride. No one does it better.
They were able to build models right away. I learned something as well. For example, you can use cyanoacrylate glue to hold parts together which you want to glue with white glue.
I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. Make a mess, be a man. If it's
Also, there are some activities outside. You can shoot from the rifle or get inside military car.
you should know. I don't give in till I'm floored. Put your feelings aside.
And only now I would go into competition hall to check for models. At this point of time, all the models are ready on the table, and judges start hard work too. Judging is taken seriously like never before. I have seen that checklist of 30 criteria, and it's really hard to get highest award. Judges sit in the middle of tables and carefully evaluate models. This is very hard work, I really appreciate that. And whenever possible, I volunteer to judge models as well. But let's go to check some models. This time it will be crowded and I just find table with less people around and start with those first. For example, this time I started with Sci-Fi and a nomination called Other Models, and I found brilliant models there.
Let's ride. No, I'm not that girl. No one does it better. I'm not that girl. No one does it better. I'm not that girl.
You have time to go around until 19 when gates are closed. In the evening, people are gathering in the old town restaurants to have some fun, drink beer and have more chats. Also, you may prefer to stay in a hotel restaurant. It is easy to find new friends there as well, because with probability of 99% you will find another scale model there as well. But don't drink too much. If you want to make some footage or pictures of models in quiet time, then I advise to arrive to the venue next day at 7 AM in the morning, and Andrzej will open the gates for photographers and others who wants to make pictures. This is best time to film popular categories like dioramas, figures, ships, aviation and military vehicles. And that is exactly because there are not many people yet and you have access to all tables. You may also find some special awards and also put your awards for other models. I try to get best out of this time and film as much as I can in first 2 hours. Then I have short break and continue. And I want to remind about 3025 models in 84 nominations from 41 countries. That was a challenge to film them all. I have already published some videos on popular nominations, and will add links in the description so you can check those as well. One of my concerns in terms of model counts was about which nominations had the most entries, and after doing research I came up with the following top 10 nominations. The leader is nomination H43 on fantasy figures and then M34 on AFV subject. And out of 790 models from these top nominations, we can see that AFV and figure models are leaders. So now you know which nominations to avoid if you like easy wins. Just kidding, I believe all good models get awards. And now let's have a short quiz about the show. Let's see how your intuition works. Please put the right answer count you've got in the comments and we will see who is the winner. Question number 1. From which country were the most models brought? A. Germany, B. Poland, C. Italy, D. Hungary. And the right answer is Italy. 630 models were delivered to Motion Show from Italy. Here is a bit more statistic on other countries. As you see, Hungary is on the 3rd place after Italy and Poland. There is just one model difference between Hungary and Poland. Side note, the country was not specified for 209 models. This of course would impact statistics. Question number 2. From which city were the most models brought? A. Krakow, B. Budapest, C. Rome, D. Bratislava. And the right answer is Budapest. Here is more statistic on this. We can see that Rome and Bratislava actually made a very good contribution. And again, I have to note that 292 model entries were missing city. As I mentioned before, participant country and city are entered during model registration, so please pay attention to this next time. Question number 3. How many participants attend competition? A. 168, B. 768, C. 875, D. 969. And the right answer is 875 participants in total. Here is a list of top contributors. Question number 4. How many participants were awarded? A. 422, B. 342, C. 511, D. 237. Right answer is 422 participants get award. This is about a half of all participants. Here are top 5 winners by number of medals. And 36 modelers got 3 medals. Check the names, maybe you can find yourself. Question number 5. How many medals in total were awarded? A. 1024, B. 581, C 743, D 347. And right answer is 581, so it's B. Here is a list of medals. In addition to medals, there were other awards. 10 awards in special nominations, 11 Masters of Motion, and 5 Best of Nomination Cups. And of course, 1 Best of the Show. Award is important part of the show, especially for advanced modelers who are vying for cups. And here is a list of 11 Masters of Motion. Let's congratulate them! And finally, Best of Nomination Cups. You can see footage of winner models. These models really deserve all awards. And this one got Best of Motion Award. Congratulations to Olga Zashibina from St. Petersburg. And I can understand that, as far as I know, they have pretty strong school of miniature painting there. And now a bit about award ceremony. It starts at 15:00. Since there is a huge number of winners, as we see, it takes some time to run it, but they optimize it as much as possible. For example, they put a list of all winners in a given nomination to let all of them to come to the stage in the same time. It saves some time, really. What I wish they can implement someday is to send SMS telling if you have won something or not. This will help to decide if you need to stay for our ceremony. This would save some time for people who have long trip after show, or if they have to run to airport to catch their flight back home. But of course, it depends on team resources and time. At the end, some statistics on the winners. Guess which country gained most of awards? With just one award, Hungary is winning above Italy. But I have to say that considering Italy as a guest participant, it is outstanding result. Poland, Czech Republic and Slovakia also did very well. Congratulations to all. The show come to the end. After saying goodbye to organizers and some friends, we got into our car and drove away from Motion Show, feeling a mix of emotions. We were sad that we didn't win any awards, but we were also happy that we had a great time, met a lot of old friends, got a new one, buy cool models, visited museums and learned a lot from workshops and small chats with friends. And if you ask me what is the most anticipated event in 2024? Maybe Christmas? No. Is it Easter? No. It is Motion Show. And you are all very welcome. I know many of you have been on Motion Show, so please share your thoughts, fun stories or biggest achievements, and if you want to come back again. That is all for now. I hope you found something useful, interesting and or at least entertaining in this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and hit that like button if you would like to visit Motion Show. All the best to you. Bye bye.